Thank you for taking a look at GridMet.net. I'm going to go through some of the tools and tell you how this works. First off, this is just a program that's online to be taking numbers and putting them onto grid. There's no calculators, there's no preset problems. This is for you to get everything lined up and so that you can see exactly what's going on. So one way, there's three different ways of placing the numbers on the grid, is just grabbing it, putting it onto the grid. Okay, that's the easy way of doing it, and that's why I initially designed it. And then I had some feedback. They said, can you come up with another way that's a little bit faster? And for some people it'll work out, and for some people it will be better as far as dragging. Everybody's an individual, and there should be different ways of doing the same thing. So in this case, what I did is I've got the tool. The first one is highlighted in blue. I just clicked on one of the tiles and it flashes. So I'm just going to click on the one right before. I'm going to start typing. So I'm in below, I've got numbers and variables. You'll probably start there first. There's operations and relations, fractions and exponents. So I've got different palettes and I'll continue to be making more. So let's start with some numbers. I'm just going to type in, I got 5, 6, 3, 4. Okay, so I went ahead and typed those things in, and you see it just goes right through. The blue square goes to the next square on the right hand side, because generally math problems are done from left to right. So, and that's what this is based on. So I'm going to go ahead and change to the next line. And there's another way of doing it, which is kind of a combination of both. Could I just grab it and just flick it and just have it go to the place where I need to be? And I said, sure. So as long as the cursor is flashing, that's where that's going to be. You want to skip a line? Go ahead and skip a line. So let's do 9, 8, 4, 2. Okay. So and that's just grabbing it and just flicking it onto the grid, and we'll just go right to the next one. So there's three different ways of placing these things onto a grid. Now let's say you wanted to copy something. Well, we have a copy button here. So all we need to do is we'll click on the first one. We'll click on whatever one we want to end with, that one. And let's see if I can scroll here. There's in the bottom, it says copy paste. I'll click on that. And then it says tap grid to paste. But anyway, so I'm just going to click anywhere on the grid. I'm going to go about 2 below it and click on it, and there's those numbers. And we're in this thing, so I'm just going to click out of that. And actually, if we change tools, that flashing goes away. One feature I'd like to show you too is, let's say I'm going to drop a few characters. I'm just going to drag this one over, drag this one over, drag over a Y over here, and I'm going to move this, and where I'm going, just put another number here. Okay, so let's just say that as you're working, you're making problems, you go, oh my gosh, I'm not sure where I started from. I'm not sure. Let's see, I think it's this way, but I'm not sure. There is a button that looks like a little target under Zoom. This is a tool that will send you, and it will show you everything that you've typed. So you hit that one button, and I'm all over the place here. But at least it kind of lets you know, okay, I'm going to really focus on this over here. You can zoom in, and I can continue working if I want to. We have some other tools. We have lines, we have curves, circles, dots. I'm going to show you a dot. We have colors, so we can change the colors. I'm going to go over to this guy here, that's a dot. Okay, so I'm on the dot, and the way the dots work and the way that the graphics work, if you're close to a crosshair, it will go right in the middle. So I'm going to choose a crosshair. Boom. So I got a purple right in the middle of the crosshair. Well, that's fine. I can go this one over here. That's a crosshair. As long as I'm close to it, it will go right to it. But what if you wanted it in the middle? Okay, well, I made so you can do that. So as long as you're not close to, as far as the grid line, it won't bounce to it. It actually magnifies pretty close, so they can get an outside dot. Okay, so when you're graphing lines, they can be straight lines or curved lines. You normally are working off of points, so that's why that these dots are kind of important. And we're going to choose the curve line. Okay, that's the one that looks like a curve. I'm going to go back to purple, and I'm going to go straight across. And again, it kind of locks into it, but it can definitely go it off. So you can see it just kind of holds it. So I'm going to go right to it, and we'll go a little bit past it. Now that dotted line isn't printing right now. What you have to do is you have to grab it. And so I'm going to grab it. I'm going to go all the way down, down, right to this line here. And you see, I can make the curve, and you see what the curve looks like. I'm holding it, haven't let it go, haven't let it go, haven't let it go. I'm looking for that dot. So I'll go right to the dot, let go. And let's say I don't really like that. There's the back key, which is the one with the arrow and circle. You can go back. And then you can try it again. So maybe go across here, stop there. Let's say we don't want to go as far. Let's say we want to go that far. Now let's say that you want to make a straight line. I'm going to go to green. Just choose a straight line. And you can go from dot to dot. Just hold the one, go to the position. Boom. You have a straight line. How do you show that you've done anything with this? Well, I got two different buttons here. I've got one that does a screenshot. Let's go ahead and press that one. It download and takes it to your drive. The second thing is the print feature, which is kind of nice. You hit that and it comes up with the same thing. You go, well, it seems like the same button because everything seems the same, but which is this one. If you go to print this, black and white, prints beautifully. And it changes all of the color to black. And it has a little bit of a grid, which is really nice, especially if you're doing graphing. So you can see that the grid. And then let's go over to the other one, which was the color version. That's what we shot first. And there's the color version where it doesn't have that the menu bars, it's just the graphics of what you did. I made a exact same program, no changes, but this one is for Chromebooks and horizontals, where I have the tools and the menu on the right hand side, and it just gets dragged over just same way. You can just drag it over if you want. I really hope this can help out you and some of the students. So anyway, take care.